What begins as a light, almost domestic moment quickly reveals the cracks beneath the surface. The knock at the door comes with smiles and pastries from a chic Italian bakery, a gesture meant to celebrate love, commitment, and an impending wedding. There is laughter, tea poured, talk of summer dates and a lifetime ahead. An engagement, after all, should feel like certainty, like joy. Yet even in these early exchanges, something feels slightly off. Beneath the warmth, there's hesitation. Todd barely eats. Theo nurses a sore head. Jokes are made, but they land awkwardly. Conversation drifts, from wedding plans to confidential stories of abuse, from excitement to discomfort. The mood shifts, subtly at first, like a cloud passing over the sun when the guests finally leave. Relief floods the room, but so does tension. What follows is not a sudden explosion, but a slow, unsettling unraveling. Theo's remarks turn sharp, barbed with insecurity and resentment. Gendered jabs slip out under the guise of humor. Power dynamics rear their head. Todd is made to feel small, diminished, mocked for the very way he was proposed to. Love becomes something to be weaponized rather than shared. The argument escalates frighteningly fast. Voices rise. Accusations fly. Control replaces conversation. And then, in a moment that feels both shocking and inevitable, it turns physical. Immediately after, panic sets in. Theo's bravado collapses into fear. Apologies spill out in fragments, desperate, rambling, raw. He pleads, not just for forgiveness, but for reassurance that Todd won't leave, won't tell, won't disappear. When Todd does leave, even briefly, Theo spirals further. A voicemail arrives, emotional, manipulative, heartbreaking in its intensity. He frames his violence as love taken too far, his fear of happiness as justification for pain inflicted. He speaks of sacrifice, of abandoning family, of investing everything, emotionally and financially, into this relationship. When they finally face each other again, the conversation is painfully familiar. Theo minimizes, rationalizes, promises change. Todd, bruised in more ways than one, tries to speak truth. This relationship is toxic, destructive, harmful to them both. And yet, the pull remains. Love, tangled with fear and dependency, refuses to loosen its grip. They acknowledge the violence. They acknowledge the pain. But instead of resolution, they reach for postponement. A bath, a pause, another, fresh start. The engagement remains intact, not as a symbol of hope, but as a question mark hanging heavily in the air. Because when love hurts this much, one thing becomes impossible to ignore. Love should not feel like drowning.